Music Promotions, and we're here with this amazing band, Barely Blind. So if you want to start off by saying your names and what you do in the band.
I'm Will, and I play drums.
I'm Brad, I play the bass and sing.
And I'm Reed, I play guitar.
So you just released your new CD, My Life with a Giant, in June. Where did you get the inspiration for it?
Pretty much it's a metaphor for life, I would assume you would say. It's kind of like all of our own perspective of what goes on and how we feel about it. Take it from there, Brad.
So all the songs are about personal and personal issues that have happened to all of us collectively, and it's like you said, it's a metaphor for life being a giant, and your life. You want to say anything?
It's bagger.
What song of yours would you choose to make into a music video?
If it were up to me, I'd probably say Panic Attack So Normal, because it's got a lot of drive and it seems to be catching on a little bit more with our fans.
I'd say Tommy, because that's my favorite song.
Yeah.
Panic Attacks.
I'm out.
Who do you idolize that plays like your specific instrument?
I guess I could go from, my favorite drummer has to be Animal from the Muppets. I like him a lot.
I don't like bass, so fuck that question.
I'm gonna say Jimi Hendrix, cliche.
It's not cliche, it's good.
What is your ultimate dream tour? Like, what bands would you choose if you could put one together?
What bands would we like to tour with? There's a band from France that I idolize right now at the moment called Phoenix, and if we could erase anyone from the dead, I would probably pick Janis Joplin, because she's from Port Arthur and we share a lot in common, and we could talk about where we live.
I'd say Phoenix as well, because I pretty much idolize that band too, and I don't know, I just really like to tour with any band that we would get along with, you know?
Yeah.
We could have a good time with.
I'm gonna say Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If you could change anything about the music industry, what would you change?
We could, first and foremost, obviously we'd change the CD sales, our music sales. I just think that right now music's kind of an in-between stage, and there's not exactly a lot of support coming from the fans, considering that they can, you know, everybody could just get music. It's free.
I just think that it's the oversaturation of the music scene that is bringing it down, along with like the economy and just the general state of the population. So I think that a lot of people are just doing what everyone else is doing because they see the instant gratification for it, and they're not really making music because they love it. So I'd like to weed out all those people.
Yeah, just I wish bands could write music that people would appreciate instead of have to. A lot of bands are writing music just so that it'll catch on, I feel like. So I wish that could change.
Describe your first show as a band. Were you nervous? Anything?
Our first show, February 28th, 2003, was at a place called the Dorm Room Coffee Shop, and there were about 75 of our closest and best friends from our high school and whatnot, and we had a really good time. And it was like, I couldn't believe it was happening, you know, because I was 14 years old, and it was the funnest thing I'd ever done at the time.
I couldn't believe my dad let me go.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the band then. I was just like a roadie, and I drove them there.
Yep. And we sold stickers for 10 cents.
All right, we're going to ask you some random questions now. What essential items do you need for Warped Tour?
Obviously, I need my hat, my gloves, and my socks, and a good pair of underwear.
Essentials for Warped Tour, you say?
Yeah. Sunscreen. Come on.
Sunscreen, yes.
Fingernail clippers.
Patience.
Yeah, patience.
Lots and lots of patience. And I mean, if your thing is, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna say a toothbrush, sleep, Monster, and water.
Monster.
Monster fucking sucks. Sorry.
Java Monster and Monster Water and Monster, and a little bit of booze from the crowd.
Would you rather be on the cover of Rolling Stone or play in front of millions at the Super Bowl?
I'm going to say I'd rather play in front of millions at the Super Bowl. That way Brad can stay on the cover of Rolling Stone and we kill two birds with one stone. Say it.
On the cover of the Rolling Stone. Just because that song
Yeah.
and because of that movie, Almost Famous.
Dr. Hook, the cover of the Rolling Stone. I don't know if anybody's a fan of it or not.
Yeah, everyone's a fan of that song. What do you want?
I don't know.
I think Reed actually wants to play the Super Bowl.
All right, this is gonna be our last question. There's so many like bands out there that are trying to make it in the music scene. What is something that makes your band stand out?
The fact that we, in my opinion, we consider ourselves to be a little bit unique and that we're not trying to do what everybody else is doing. I mean, I'm sure every band says that, but that's the truth. And we've been doing it for a long time, and I feel like a lot of bands out here right now have only been a band for some odd months, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we stay true to what we've been.
Will you repeat the question for me one more time?
There's so many bands out there that are trying to be different in the music scene. What makes your band stand out?
I think there's a lot of bands that stand out in the music scene. It's just if you are true to what you're doing and you really do believe in what you're doing and you love the music, then that will shine through all of the other shit that's around. So I just say you got to be true to yourself more than anything. Yeah.
I think one thing that makes us unique is that we're like best friends. These are my best friends, so I don't know. I think there's a lot of bands that are just bands, and we're like best friends, and then we're a band. So
It's kind of like the Super Bowl and Rolling Stone thing. We just kind of kill two birds with one stone. Like we're friends and we play music, and it works out 97.9% of the time. The other 2.1, you know, yeah, you know, that's just how it is. And so if we keep it together, we'll live forever, right? No, thanks a lot.
Where can we check your music out? What links?
www.myspace.com/barelyblind.
Follow. I mean, Twitter's the new big thing, so follow our band account and our personal accounts.
So that would be twitter.com/barelyblind and also on purevolume.com/barelyblind.
All right, thanks guys.